Hey everyone, welcome to my very first Jujutsu Kaisen video. Yeah, I'm dyslexic as fuck. You get used to me mispronouncing Japanese words and names and shit. So I was originally going to make a video talking about like every episode individually, and I realized, yeah, no, my ADHD wasn't gonna let me get away with like sitting down and writing a whole script without being bored out of my mind and then just like getting burnt out in the idea. So what I'm going to do instead is sit down, have some bullet points, and talk about things that I absolutely love about Jujutsu Kaisen. Goddamn dyslexia and Japanese at the same time. It's not a really good mix. I want to talk about the good. I want to talk about the bad. Yes, to me there are bads, and yes, the bad are kind of have to do with the way I am watching the anime, to be fair. And yes, I am watching it dubbed. I don't care, you plague on the anime community. Let people have their fucking preferences. Plus, I'm legally blind and dyslexic. Like, if I wanted to read, I'd go read the fucking manga. Like, come on. I'm gonna talk about the world, the characters, and just things I love about Jujutsu Kaisen. First of all, let's talk about the world. It's more or less inspired by Bleach, and the writer's even gone out and said that he really was inspired by Bleach to make this. And also, I realized Bleach is also inspired by Yu Yu Hakusho, which I'm starting to see a trend in anime that I fall in love with. So yeah, it's more or less a very spiritual anime with spirits, monsters that get created by negative emotions, and the only ones who can see them are people that have the special energy of the world. Essentially, you know, like the ki, the nen, the spirit energy. I don't know what else to really reference to, like just the energy of the world essentially. Like they are in most anime, or at least most shonen anime. In Jujutsu Kaisen, however, the energy itself is actually very, very negative. There are some positive energies, but for the most part, cursed energy is created from negative emotions, anger, hate, regret, stuff like that. I do actually like the spin on that power system. You have to have very negative energy, very negative thoughts, very bad emotions to actually be able to use the powers in the power system. This also means that the majority of the cast are just all very broken, fucked up people in some way or another. Speaking of the cast, let's go ahead and get into the characters that I like the most. First of all, Yuji, Megumi, and Sukuna. I absolutely love these three, and they're all joined in some way or another. They're connected in some way or another. Sukuna has a huge interest in Megumi. Sukuna is inside of Yuji, and Yuji is trying to stay in control of his body, while Sukuna is this inner demon thing that we've seen in other anime. Except in this one, the inner demon has an actual fucking personality, and whenever he pops up, bad things happen. It's not just a power-up that the main character gets, like in Naruto. Which, no offense to Naruto, I love Naruto, but like, it's just more interesting when the power that you get from your body has an actual personality. And Sukuna's personality is just like such a breath of fresh air. He's such a snobby cunt. Like, I love him so much. But the way that Sukuna like responds to coming back to life, he's like, oh, we're all the people. We're all the bitches. Like, I love him so much. Like, there was at one point where their backs against the wall. Yuji's about to die. He loses a hand. Most of his fingers in his remaining hand are like just burned off and destroyed. And he needs Sukuna to come out and kill the monster in front of him. So Sukuna's like, oh, I don't like being controlled. Hey, monster, you want to go kill some kids? And he tries to bring the monster back to Megumi to try killing him, which I think was one of the funniest little like things that a character could do. The spirit at the time was too stupid to like, you know, listen. So he tried attacking Sukuna, and it didn't work out for the spirit. Let's just say it wasn't a good idea. But the just simple fact that like he has such an interesting personality, he refuses to like cooperate with the main character. If the main character doesn't cooperate with him, he's just not gonna have it. He refuses to.
Try me, bitch.
He just completely, like, will flip any plans upside down if he gets a chance to, and I really appreciate that. The only thing he cares about is himself and Megumi for some reason that I can't figure out. And let's talk about Yuji, actually, the vessel of Sukuna. Yuji's very interesting. It's heavily implied at the very beginning that the only reason he wants to protect and help people is because his grandfather asked him to on his deathbed, which there's a lot of implications on that that are very depressing. But at the same time, it makes him more interesting because at the very beginning, when he first started facing off against death, on the first episode, he literally like asked, am I gonna move in? I'm scared. I don't want to die. And it's such a fresh breath there to see a main character actually be scared of dying. Like, I don't think it should be this like I shouldn't be this happy that a main character is actually scared of death. But a lot of anime, especially in like shonen, never really have fear of death all that much. Like for the majority of the time, like they're just like, yes, I'm a fucking good person and I'm gonna buck it in there without any hesitation. Like, no offense to Deku, I love Deku, but he doesn't even hesitate to run into danger. And Yuji, in his first time getting into danger, he hesitated hard. Obviously, he absolutely, like, you know, pushed through it, and then jumped, like, what, 3 or 4 stories into a fucking building?
Leroy Dragons!
Like, Yuji's insane. So the whole thing behind Yuji is, like, he's got super high physical strength, which at this point we don't know if it's, like, from a heavenly blessing or not. People are speculating it is, but I'm not sure. I have no idea. I don't know enough about the show yet to really tell you, and it also hasn't been confirmed yet by anybody. But Yuji, how the fuck has this kid not accidentally killed someone? Like, it's implied in the show that he's been in fights before. Who the fuck got into a fight with this guy? This guy who can basically punch his fist through walls, and some random snob in school is gonna get into a fight with him? Like, I know that a lot of his high school friends, well, not friends, but like high school acquaintances talk about him. Like, oh yeah, this guy ran the track in like 3 seconds, and fucking he yeeted a ball into a goalpost and just destroyed the goalpost. Like, it blows my mind. And speaking of his school, it's also heavily implied that Yuji doesn't really have many friends. The only people that he is friends with are people that are in the club with him. And even then, he only knew them for a little while. And even then, he only joined the club so he can leave early to go see his grandfather, who was on his deathbed. And that's the only reason he was with him. And his grandfather's the only person in his life that he cares about, which I found really interesting. But unfortunately, this is where one of the negatives come in with when his grandfather died in the anime. I'm watching the dub, like I said. But the voice actor for Yuji doesn't really hit all that well when it comes to sad, emotional, or like heavy, angry moments. It just doesn't deliver. He doesn't have to deliver yet. Maybe it's because he's new. I'm not sure. I've never heard of the voice actor before, and I don't remember hearing him in other anime. But for the most part, he does an okay job. Like when there's ever like a cheerful, playful moment, he does a good job. But whenever there's a heavy, emotional moment, it just falls flat for me. Megumi, I love Megumi. He's like a Sasuke clone, booth personality. Shots fired! Megumi's so interesting. In his first like outing, he comes off as a very stoic and like strong character. Like he's calm and introverted, but like here and there you see moments of levity with him. For example, when he was looking for the Sukuna finger and he opens up the box, it's not there. Because you know Yuji took it, and he looked under the box, he looked above it, he looked around, he closed the box again, opened it back up, hoping it was there if he you know, closed it. It was just really playful and I like that because the first moment you see Megumi, it shows that he's serious, but he has a silly side to him.
I'm seriously going to punch him.
Audience is aware that it's not just boring, I want to avenge my family, I am a box character, Sasuke. By the way, if it's an obvious, I don't like Sasuke and Naruto very much. I just find him extremely boring and edgy. But also his willingness to throw himself into danger. There's something there. There is something there that I'm not aware of. But like, there's some sad stuff going on behind his eyes there. I don't know what happened in his past. I just know his little sister is in a coma, and I want to know more about Megumi. By the way, for anyone who's interested, I am actually up to episode 21 in the anime. So if there's anything past that explains Megumi, I can't wait to see it. But we are almost out of time. We're about 10 minutes of the recording. So if you guys want to see a part 2 to the things I love about Jujutsu Kaisen, please let me know in the comments down below. I really want to talk about other characters. I want to talk about all the other characters. But right now, I only had enough time to talk about Megumi, Yuji, and Sukuna. But anyway, if you guys want to see more videos like this, want me to talk about anime, please let me know in the comments down below. I'm more than happy to talk about them. I'm actually very excited to do stuff, unscripted stuff, where I just talk about anime. I love it so much. But anyway, see you guys next video. Please hit the like button, share, all that stuff. Check out our TikTok. If you want to see me react to episodes live, check out our TikToks. I have small little clips of me just reacting to funny things that happen in the anime and make fun of it. I talk about it all on TikTok. In the description down below, if you guys want to check it out. And I live stream Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays here on YouTube. If you guys want to come watch me. And on weekends, this month I'm streaming on weekends to Twitch. On Twitch. Yes. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. See you guys later. Bye.